Hello and welcome. You made it to your productive rest, heart and hips practice. As far as props, the only thing that we will be using or possibly be using, it's totally up to you, is a rolled up blanket at the end of class for a heart bench. Again, totally optional, so grab that if you want it, and we'll meet in a forward fold at the top of the mat when you're ready. And just like that, allow your next exhale to be really long and use it to ground into your practice. Let's do it together. Inhale, big belly breath, bend the knees. Exhale, sigh it out, ground. One more in case you missed it. Inhale in. And exhale to arrive. Beautiful. You made it. All right, now notice how you feel. Bring your awareness to your heart space. And if you're showing up today feeling heavy, that's okay. There's a lot going on in the world right now. If you are doing this in real time, you know what I mean. Allow whatever feelings and emotions, allow whatever's present to just be there. No need to attach to anything. No need to judge yourself. And as you do this, as you check in, feel free to use this posture to express yourself. Maybe even express whatever you're showing up with. So, if that means bringing the hands side to side like I just did, finding a little side body stretch. If you want to grab opposite elbows and sway side to side, that's awesome. Maybe you bring fingertips down and open up through the opposite arm. Or maybe you bring your hands to the ground and lift your heels, getting a good foot stretch. So please allow these first few moments on your mat to, just get it out. Again, just like we said in the spine and hips productive rest practice, allow your physical movements to be physical form for your energetic body. And of course, don't forget to breathe. Notice any pops, any cracks. And then one more round of breath. Beautiful job. Come back to stillness, come back to center. Feet together or hip width apart, whatever feels good. We will be coming into a chair pose, so acknowledge that. And everybody, generously bend the knees. Bring your belly to your thighs. Bring the fingertips up and around behind your tailbone and interlace. Draw the knuckles up. Pull the shoulder blades together. And bow your sweet head down towards the ground. And breathe like you love yourself. Big inhale in through the nose. Allow the breath to travel all the way down towards the navel. And exhale, it comes up through the spine and out through the mouth. Keep that going. Maybe you close your eyes, taking your attention, your awareness inward. Letting go of the external and really focusing on the internal. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? All right, one more round of breath. Breathe deeply, soulful, loving inhale and exhales. And then when you're ready, really press into the soles of the feet. We're going to lift our heart space up, draw the knuckles down, and we're going to pause a little bit above halfway. So we're almost coming into our chair pose. Readjust the feet if you would like. And then from here, find your Utkatasana. This may be a little bit more of a booty popping shape, and that's okay today. So just notice where you're at. Keep the knees together. Maybe you feel sensation in your arms. Awesome. Keep pulling the knuckles away from the ears. Inhale in. And exhale out. Lengthen your tailbone just a bit. Inhale. And exhale to release. Softly resist the slingshot effect. Press into the feet. Inhale, root to rise. Reach for the sky. Get nice and tall. Urdhva Hastasana. Palms kiss up and overhead. And on an exhale, bring your hands right down to your heart. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Allow the sensation, the blood rush, the blood flush from your hands to your arms. Notice how that feels. And then let's move. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach for the sky. Get nice and tall. Listen carefully. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Pull the shoulder blades back. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach for the sky. Get tall once again. Exhale, forward fold. Take up space, so really spread the fingertips wide. Bring your heart down towards the ground. Generously bend the knees. Inhale, lift halfway, your version. Exhale, fold. Really slowing down these movements. Inhale, reach for the sky. Get nice and tall. Really push the earth away with the feet. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Pull the shoulder blades back. Lengthen your tail. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Take up space. Wiggle the fingertips. Bring your belly towards your thighs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Press into the feet. Lift the fingertips up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, bend the elbows. Squeeze your pencil between your scapulas. Lengthen your tailbone. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to stay in this fold. Well, kind of, not really. Bring the fingertips forward quite a bit. Keep the right foot where it is. Lean your weight forward and lift your left heel up towards your left glute. And then from here, start to draw circles with the left knee. Just opening up through the hip. Getting into a little bit of mobility. Find an activation in the left toes. And switch directions. Go the other way. Soft bend in the standing leg. Jaw is nice and soft. And release it. Left foot comes down. Switching sides. Right heel towards right glute. Readjust your foundation. And then when you're ready, start to draw circles. Breathe. Activate your right toes. And switch directions. Think of something that you love about yourself. And then once you think of that one thing, you can lower your right foot down to the ground. Amazing. Inhale, lift halfway, your version. Exhale, fold. Fingertips plant. Lift the left heel towards the left glute. Send the left toes back and bring them down to the earth. Lower the left knee. Walk your fingertips back as you straighten through the right leg. We're going to keep this left hip over the left knee. So if you would like to walk that right heel forward, go for it. Plant your left fingertips, bring them over towards the left a little bit. And when you're ready, inhale, open towards the right. Right fingertips reach up. You can stay here or bring your right thumb downward, bend through the elbow. Maybe you find a bind here, back side of the right hand coming to your left side body, maybe the right hip crease, maybe even your low back. Inhale and scoop the right shoulder blade. And exhale out. Unravel if you took the bind, reach up, inhale. Exhale, listen carefully, right hand outside of right leg. Bring your left hand over to meet it. Cool, now pull the right hip crease back. Wherever you are is fine, right? If your left hand is up towards your right foot, be there. If you want to walk it over a little more, we're just getting a nice side body stretch in the left side. So meet your appropriate edge. Flex through your right toes, inhale in. And exhale out. Let's unravel this. We're going to take it all the way towards the left. Left hand comes over, right hand comes over. Lift your left toes. Pivot your toes over towards the right side of the mat. We're going to extend the right leg out farther and plant the sole of the foot. The toes are now facing the long left side of the mat. Now readjust, like we're coming into a gate pose, right? And then when you're ready, we're gonna find our core connection from here. So lengthen your tailbone out, lengthen your crown, engage through the abdominals, find some activation there. And then take your right hand, bring it back towards your low back. And your left or your right hand, if you would like to find a little bounce here in the right elbow, awesome. We're gonna come on up and then interlace your fingertips once again. Pull the shoulder blades back, inhale in. Exhale out, soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Hug the low ribs in, press into the top of the left foot. And one more inhale. Exhale, resist the slingshot effect. Find a Texas T shape. Nice and slowly reach the left fingertips back. We're gonna bring the hand down to the ground. Lift the right foot. Take the right bicep by the right ear. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow towards right knee. Bring it all into the midline. Maybe they touch. Now we're gonna pivot towards the back side of the mat. So take your left toes, bring them behind, bring your right foot forward, and now we're facing the back. Feel free to readjust your stance. We're coming into a lizard. So take what you need here. Take what you want. We're gonna hold this lizard for a minute, okay? So get nice and comfy. I guess I could have said that blocks may be nice here. Hopefully you have all of your stuff nearby, always, right? Especially if the yoga practice is a part of your daily. You'll likely have a specific space where you practice. And even if you don't, sometimes it's nice to have just like a tote bag and, bring your few props with you. Okay, that's enough of that. Get set up in your lizard and enjoy this beautiful hip opener. You can explore this however you wish. Maybe you come down to the forearms. If you want a little more heat, feel free to curl the back toes and lift the knee. If you want to get really crazy, you can find some arm balances here. I'm not even going to go into that because that's not what this practice is about. This is about productive rest. So trusting that a little goes a long way. Does not always have to be a vigorous sweat, a vigorous workout to, reap incredible benefits. This stuff is super duper important, and just trust that. And it gives us a well-rounded practice, right? Sometimes our soul needs a little heat, and sometimes it needs a little chill. So live accordingly. And in this hip opener, again, acknowledge any sensations, any feelings that may be presenting themselves. And making space for all that shows up. Nothing lasts forever, right? And take 2 or 3 more breath cycles. Jaw. And then nice and slowly, if you're on your elbows, press yourself up. Send your left hand over towards the left just a bit. Claw into the fingertips. Take your right hand towards your right knee, and maybe you just give yourself a little push. Now, if this is too much, this may be a lot. So, maybe you just stay here, open up. This is great. Just an opportunity to just give yourself a little assist here. Again, be loving, be mindful. Do not want to cause any chaos within the body. And then slowly come back down. All right, here we go. We're going to curl the back toes under, lift the knee. And let's pivot all the way forward. Left leg is in front now, and we're ready for the other side. Lower the right knee down. Straighten through the left leg. Right hand towards the right side of the yoga mat, and inhale, open up towards the left. Flex through your right toes. Ooh, readjust this right leg. So the right knee, or the right knee is going to be underneath the hip. I just noticed I was really wonky there. No worries, right? We can always adjust. Okay. And inhale in. Exhale, stay here or find your bind. Left thumb comes down, bend the elbow, and move into it. Breathe like you love yourself. Inhale and scoop the left shoulder blade wherever you are. And exhale, claw into the right hand. One more inhale. And exhale. Great job. Inhale, open up. Exhale, left hand comes down outside of the left leg. Right fingertips are going to follow. Coming into that side body stretch, meet your appropriate edge. Pull the left hip crease back. Meet this pose wherever you are today. Find your variation and breathe. Inhale in. And exhale out. One more round of breath. And exhale. Amazing. Right hand is going to come over towards the right. Left hand to follow. Pick up the right toes and bring them over behind you. We're going to pivot our left toes towards the right long side of the mat. Readjust, coming into this gate shape. And then here we go. Tense your fingertips. Press into the top of the right foot that's behind you there. Really press into the top of that foot, even your toenails. Allow that to be the root. Right hand comes towards the back. Find a little spring action in the left elbow, and then when you're ready, lift up. Interlace. Draw the knuckles down and away. Maybe you find the opposite thumb on top, so the one that feels a little funky, a little weird. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift through the crown. Inhale in. And exhale out. One more inhale. And exhale softly. Stay in control. Release the fingertips. Send them left to right. Texas T. Right hand is going to come down, maybe the fingertips. Lift the left toes, left bicep by the ear. Inhale in, open, expand. Exhale, left elbow, left knee, kiss. We're going to pivot towards the back once again. Readjust your foundation, setting up for your lizard. Take what you need here, my friends. And if something else is calling on this side, listen. You know, you never have to do the same thing. That's something that we try to do in yoga, is recreate experiences. And sometimes that takes away from our practice, because we just, no matter what we do or how hard we try, we may never get that experience again. So, you know, it's best to just accept what is, accept what your body wants to do, and the feelings that come along, right? I know. Love yourself, my friend, whatever that looks like in this shape. I apologize if you can hear the traffic. That's just something that I've had to accept, especially while filming these videos. It's never going to be the perfect scenario, you know, especially while I'm living here. Like, I live right next to a really busy highway, so yeah, nothing is perfect anyway. It's okay. We're here to do our best with what we have. Take a moment to ask yourself, is there any way that I can enhance this experience that I'm having right now? And then act accordingly. Wherever you are, take one more big inhale. And one more long exhale. slowly press up off of your forearms if you are down towards the ground. Shift your weight into your right hand, bring it out towards the outside edge of your mat. And then find a little moment of self-expression here. Maybe you give the left knee a little push, maybe not. Never push yourself, my friend. It's not worth it, right? Create your own experience. Maybe you just open the wing here, and that's not a just open your wing. I mean, maybe you open your wing. It's all good. Wherever you are, inhale. And exhale. Amazing. We're going to bring the left hand down. Listen carefully. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Pivot towards the left long side of the yoga mat, which, well, now it's the right. It was the left. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So just the easy way around, right? Just come on over towards the right. And here we go. Find a stance that feels good, something that feels supportive. Find a soft bend in the knees. Really ground down through the feet, right? Through all four corners of both feet. And then, once again, interlace your fingertips back behind your tailbone. Draw the knuckles up towards the sky and bow your sweet head down. Change your perspective here. Just opening through the heart space one final time. I shouldn't say that. Just stretching through the heart space one final time. All right, take one more inhale. One more exhale. And slowly release the bind. Bring the fingertips down. Heel toe the feet in. We're going to come into a yogi squat. And if you want to lift the heels, go for it. Maybe you want to find some movement. Express yourself. It's all good. And when you're ready, we'll meet in Malasana. Your version. Feel free to sit on a block. Inhale in. Exhale out. Soften your jaw. One more big breath. And exhale to slowly release. Bring the fingertips back behind. Lower your bum down. And take a moment to grab your blanket if you're using it. Excuse me. I just burped. I don't know if you could hear that. I'm human. All right. Now first, let's find a nice cross-legged seat facing the front side of the mat. Bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Take a moment to soften the entire body. And then just acknowledge your heartbeat underneath your left hand. Just take a quick moment to find a little self-connect. Where our attention goes, energy flows. That is not new news anymore. I'm so grateful for that. Feel free to deepen your breath. Feel your left hand rise. And feel it fall. Just take a moment to observe what it feels like to be alive today. Let go of any unnecessary tension. Let go of any resistance. Inhale in. And exhale out. Great job. And if you would like to take a heart bench with me for your Shavasana, let's come on down to the ground. We're going to bring our rolled up blankets to kind of underneath our armpit chest. And we're going to send our arms out left to right. You can just keep them long. You can find cactus arms. Whatever feels good. I'm going to hold on to my mic with my right hand. So the top of the blanket is just about underneath your armpit. Just finding a little lift in the chest, finding a little baby heart opener. Really, really finding this one last opportunity to send our love into the world. It so badly needs it, and if we can do anything to help the collective, it is this, right? Sending our love and our good energy and our well wishes to our brothers and sisters across the globe. Inhale lots of love in, and exhale lots of love out. Again, just like that, intentional breath. Inhale in, exhale, let love out. One more. Inhale, breathe some magic in. And exhale, breathe your magic out. Great job, my friends. I hope you feel a little lighter. I hope you feel like love, compassion, understanding. And please feel free to stay here as long as time allows. This is where I'm going to leave you. Please do whatever you can to help somebody in need today, whether you know them or not. Just take a moment to pay it forward. Thank you so much, my friends. Until next time, namaste.